So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 55, come on. Good track, good track.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's Ham, the fullback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rolling to his left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Watson now to throw. No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From his goal line here, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson dancing to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Watson with a give to Miller. And he goes out right around the 39.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Flush to his right. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson, buying time to his left. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Being hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Cook with a first down and much more. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about...
It got his man complete! Touchdown, Houston! DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. A shotgun snap for Watson, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today. Cook strip, the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking here for Smith downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now a run with Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins gives way to Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 19-yard line. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Watson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this will be a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over. We play to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Cousins, gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And my goodness.